Be sure to stay until the end of this video to find out if you're eligible for a third stimulus check and to find out when you should expect to receive one.
Today, I can say we've taken one more giant step forward in delivering on that promise that help is on the way. I want to start off by thanking the Vice President, but I want to thank all of the senators who worked so hard to reach a compromise, do the right thing for the American people during this crisis, and voted to pass the American Rescue Plan. It obviously wasn't easy. It wasn't always pretty, but it was so desperately needed, urgently needed. I also need to say a few words about the Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who I spoke with many times in this and again this morning. I served in the Senate, as you all know, for many years. I've never seen anyone work as skillfully, as ably, as patiently, with determination to deliver such a consequential piece of legislation that was so urgently needed as the American Rescue Plan.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now in this video, I'll be discussing the breaking news from Congress about a third stimulus check, your unemployment benefits, and SSI and SSDI payments.
Promise. Now, nobody said passing one of the largest, perhaps the most significant bill to help the poor and working people in decades was going to be easy, particularly with 50 votes. But it is done. And I said from the beginning, we were going to power through. We're not going to let anything stop us until we got the job done. And by God, we did. And here we are. So I want to say one thing. I am so proud of my caucus. I love each one of them. They are just so great. And what unites our caucus? Everyone knows, especially with 50 votes, we all have to pull together. Everyone knows. You know, I have a leadership team that meets on Monday nights, and it has Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders and Joe Manchin and Mark Warner and people in between. And that's because we have to talk to each other and realize we need each other and be united as a team.
Folks, I just hope our politicians in Congress realize that the great American people need help. People are actually suffering in this country and they need a $1,400 and $2,000 stimulus check. And once these payments are sent out, there should be a fourth stimulus check. If you folks agree with my message, then leave a comment down below saying I agree.
Chuck Schumer, Senator Chuck Schumer. When the country needed you most, you led, Chuck, and you delivered. Neither I nor the country will ever forget that. And it's not a moment too soon. I've been talking about the urgency of this need. For over a year, the American people were told they were on their own. We've seen how hard that has been on so many Americans. As of last night, 519,064 lives lost to the virus. That many empty chairs this morning, the breakfast table, gone. More than 400 small businesses closed unnecessarily. Millions of people out of work through no fault of their own. I want to emphasize that. Through no fault of their own. Food bank lines stretching for miles. Did any of you ever think you'd see that in America? In cities all across this country? Families facing the threat of eviction. This nation has suffered too much for much too long. And everything in this package is designed to relieve the suffering and to meet the most urgent needs of the nation and put us in a better position to prevail. Starting with beating this virus and vaccinating the country. The resources in this plan will be used to expand and speed up manufacturing and distribution of vaccines so we can get every single American vaccinated sooner than later. I believe we'll have enough by the middle of May to vaccinate. It's going to take longer to get in their arms, but that's how much vaccine we'll have. Because of all the funding, we'll be able to hire more vaccinators, set up more vaccination sites to get the country in a place to get back to normal. This plan will get checks out the door starting this month to the American people who so desperately need the help. Many of whom are lying in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering, will I lose my job if I haven't already? Will I lose my insurance? Will I lose my home? Well, Over 85% of American households will get direct payments of $1,400 per person. For a typical middle-class family of four, husband and wife working, making $100,000 a year total, with 3 kids, they'll get $5,600. I mean, with 2 kids, we'll get $5,600, and it'll be on the way soon. That means the mortgage can get paid. That means the child can stay in community college. That means maintaining the health insurance you have. It's going to make a big difference in so many lives in this country. Unemployment benefits will be extended for 11 million Americans.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications, and give this video a like. Because if we get my channel to 75,000 subscribers by the end of this month, I'll be giving 10 of my subscribers a free $100 Amazon gift card. And to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and click the bell. Now for your latest stimulus news and SSI news.
What happened yesterday morning, and why did you not sort out your differences with Joe Manchin ahead of time, and then instead you left open one vote for more than almost 12 hours?
People have new differences all the time, but you know what's the overwhelming point here? That everyone in our caucus realizes we have to pull together and get it done, and we're a team. And sometimes it takes some discussion, and sometimes it takes some work, but we don't let our differences stop us from achieving success.
But why shouldn't that have been resolved on the front end?
People make different decisions. People come up with different ideas at different times. And we still have to take everyone into account and pull together as a team, and that's what we did. And no one's going to pay attention to the fact, I don't know, no one. That 8 hours is meaningless compared to the relief the American people are going to get. And if it helped us get to that, great. Unity, unity, unity. That's how we got this done.
Do you expect the House to pass what the Senate just passed as is, including amendments that may not be as palatable to progressive members?
Look, I spoke to a number of people in the House over the last few days, including the Speaker, and they know that they feel like we...
According to SSA.gov, supplemental security income provides monthly payments to adults and children with a disability. Many people who are eligible for SSI may also be entitled to Social Security benefits. In fact, the application for SSI is also an application for Social Security benefits. Social Security benefits may be paid to you and certain members of your family if you are insured. SSI is not financed. In most states, SSI recipients can also get Medicaid to pay for hospital stays and doctor bills. SSI benefits are also paid on the first of every month. Now, the US Congress is slated to approve the third round of stimulus payments in less than a year, meaning that most Americans can expect another cash infusion in the coming weeks. Joe Biden signs the measure, the IRS will send more than $410 billion to low and middle income households,